I want to say I never remember anything miraculous happening in my life until I was around 12 years old. Nothing mysteriously or nothing miraculous before, unless it happened and I was just too young to understand or to know. By the time I was old enough to understand, I remember I was in 8th grade. I had made a double, meaning that I had jumped from the 6th grade to the 8th grade without going to 7th, because that's how smart I was. But the school that I attended was in a bad neighborhood. So we had kids in my class that were like 15, 16, even as old as 17 years old, that were held back a couple times or several times, and still in 8th grade, hadn't graduated yet, and they weren't even trying to graduate. But me being one of the youngest at the age of 12, they used to rob me all the time for my lunch money. So, growing up in a household full of Christian people, where everyone went to church. My mother went to church, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins, you name it. The whole family attended the same church. So we were taught as little kids how to pray. And we were prayed over constantly. And I remember spending the night at one of my aunt's house, who at night, me, my cousins, before we would go to bed, she would always have us kneel by the bed and say a prayer. And the prayer would always be, "Our Father, which art in heaven." And she'd walk us through the entire prayer. Well, again, me being one of the youngest students in the class, I got picked on. They would rob me for my money, my lunch money, every day. And one particular time, these 3 boys, they were, I want to say, 16 each. Maybe one of them, I think, was 17. They knew that I was scary, and I didn't have any older brothers and sisters going to school with me. I was the oldest, so I had nobody to help me or defend me or anything like that. So they decided one particular day, hey, we're gonna make him bring more money to school, right? So I didn't do it that particular day. And this was in the summertime, during summer school. This particular time, summer school had let out, and summer school didn't have that many kids or teachers attend anyway, because anyone who knows usually about summer school, there's only a few students and a few classes that were open. So my class had let out. These guys decided to take me down in the basement of the school, and they were asking me why I didn't bring some of the stuff that they asked me to bring. Why didn't I bring the school lunch money? Why didn't I bring some of my stepfather's smoke? And I just told them there was no way I could. I couldn't get a hold of any. So those guys began kicking me, beating on me, punching me, kicking me, punching me. All 3 of these guys. Now remember, they're older than me, several years older. I'm only 12. And these guys are 16, 17. And I remember saying a prayer. I don't remember the exact words I said, but since I had been taught how to pray, I remember I asked God for his protection. God. And right after I prayed, suddenly all I felt was like wind all around me. As these guys were kicking me and punching me, I didn't feel a lick. All I felt was wind. I saw their fists coming at my face, but I felt wind. I saw their kicks coming at my stomach, coming at my legs, but I felt wind. And I began to walk as they were punching and kicking me. I don't understand what it was. It was as if a shield had been circled around me. I began to walk away while these guys were kicking me and punching me. And one guy noticed and suddenly stopped and said, "Hey, look at this. You see this? We're kicking this guy and punching this guy. He doesn't feel a thing." And it freaked them out. And when it freaked them out, they ran. And they never bothered me again, ever. So that was my first encounter that I can remember of something miraculous happening to me. That's what happened to me at that time and at that age. But that was the beginning of many more miraculous and mysterious things to come. Thank you.